Let's look at an example for aggressive mode. In this example, I have two Palo Alto firewalls that I will configure one side to be dynamic. Let me add a tunnel interface in the VPN zone. I will specify an IP address of 10.10.11.1/30. I will select the management profile that allows ping. This way we can easily test it. I will create an IKE gateway. This is the responder, so the way to configure it is unique. You have to specify that the peer IP address is dynamic. The reason why is that you don't know what is going to be the IP address of the initiator. That's why aggressive mode was devised. Now, the local and peer identification is crucial for aggressive mode to work. The local and peer identification pair has to be unique. I will make the local identification on the responder to be panfw.lab.local, and the peer identification to be remotefw.lab.local. Now, we will create an IPsec tunnel configuration that would tie the IPsec tunnel to the gateway. We will specify the gateway we created. We will also use tunnel monitor. This will force the tunnel up as it will constantly try to ping the remote IP address. Now, let's verify that the security rule allows all. I will change the service to be any, instead of application default. Let me go ahead and commit. Now, I will configure the initiator. The first step is to create a tunnel interface. I will specify the default virtual router and will create a new zone called VPN. I will enable user identification. Let me set up an IP address that we can use for ping testing. I will also attach the management profile which allows ping. Now I will create the IKE gateway. We will specify the interface Ethernet 1/1. This side is going to be the side that is using a dynamic IP address in our simulation. I will get the IP address of the other firewall. I am using DHCP, but that would usually not be a DHCP address on the side that receives the connection. This is just for our simulation. Typically you will have an IP address that doesn't change, and the initiator will be any IP address, as long as they match the FQDN. Now, the pre-shared key that you put in will need to match the pre-shared key you specified in the responder. Now for the identification, it will be the reverse of what we specified in the responder side of the connection. The local identification is remotefw.lab.local, and the peer identification is panfw.lab.local. We will now create the IPsec tunnel configuration. We will reference the tunnel interface and the IKE gateway we created. We will also put in the tunnel monitor. This way the tunnel comes up. We will put the IP address of the responder tunnel interface, which is 10.11.1. Let's also verify that the security policy allows the traffic. It does. Okay. I will go ahead and commit this side. Now as soon as we commit, if everything is good, the tunnel should come up. Now, let's run a capture on the outside interface so we can see the IKE exchange. I will go ahead and filter on IKE traffic. We see 3 aggressive mode packets. Those are messages 1, 2 and 3. If we look at message 1, we see the identification specifying the remote fw.lab.local. In message 2 we see the FQDN as panfw.lab.local. So, message 1 and 2 exchanged the identities, which allowed both sides to look up the pre-shared key, and this way they can create the master key, the seed key, and the S key ID D, A, and E. Message 2 has the hash for the responder that gets validated by the initiator, and message 3, which is encrypted, has the hash of the initiator which is validated by the responder. Now, if we look at the status of the IPsec tunnel, the tunnel should be up. Let's SSH into the firewall and verify we can ping the remote side. We see the tunnel up and green, which is good. Now I will ping the remote side sourcing from the tunnel interface IP address. We are able to ping the remote side. That's good. Now let's take a look at the output of the show VPN IPsec SA. Strange, we see 2 tunnels. Let's take a look also at the output of the command show IKE SA. We see 2 IKE sessions as well. I will go ahead and clear the VPN sessions and see if we are getting duplicates again. We see we have a single tunnel and everything looks good. Hopefully this demonstration was useful. The key things to remember is that on the responder, you specify the peer as dynamic since you don't know what the initiator IP is in the first place. The identification and pre-shared keys needs to match on both sides. The identification is in reverse. We will discuss more in the next lecture.